Hey everyone, sorry that I was away for so long, but I've been quite busy. For several reasons, I came to the decision to start a little side project next to Kratoria. I'm going to develop a small farming game and try to finish it within a very short period of time. This is roughly how I'm imagining the game to be like. You start out on a small patch of land with your little house. From there on, you start clearing out the area and plant your first crops. Basically just like any other farm game. I've played a lot of those in the past few years, for example Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing or Farmville. I've already worked 1 full month on the game and will show you how far I've come in this video. Okay, this is what we've got so far. Let me break down the things that I've already got in here. This is your player's house. The green area here is the available land that you get at the beginning of a game. This area is also closed off by the fence around it. Later, I'm planning to let the player expand this area by purchasing more ground. I also made a grid system, which is obviously one of the base requirements for a tile-based farming game. You'll also be able to place all kinds of stuff on these tiles. I already modeled and imported a lot of different vegetables and plants that I will show you soon. But that's not everything. I also had to model each growth stage for the plants. I decided to go with roughly 3 to 4 stages for each vegetable. Here's the pumpkin, for example. This is what it looks like when you just planted it. This is stage 2, stage 3, and this is the ripe version. Once it looks like this, you'll be able to harvest it. By the way, I've already finished developing the entire system for that, so let me show you how that looks like. First, I'm gonna dig up the ground a little. I open up the inventory, pick up a shovel, and just start clicking on free areas. These tiles are now clear soil and are ready to be used for planting seeds. So let's pick up some tomato seeds from the inventory and throw them into the ground. Some water wouldn't hurt as well. Keep in mind that water will also be a finite resource. So in the future I'll probably add a well which will allow you to extract some water from the ground. Now all you have to do is wait. Since this whole planting logic is one of the core mechanics of my game, I wanted to make sure everything works perfectly before moving on to other areas of gameplay. The last step here will be harvesting. For that, we'll pick up the skith and just click on the ripe fruits. This feels quite satisfying. I'll still have to polish things up and make sure the effect isn't so exaggerated, but otherwise this harvesting method is quite cool. The plant got fully removed and the ripe tomatoes got added to my inventory. The fruits will first fall on the ground and only when you pick them up they will be saved in your inventory, similar to Minecraft for example. In my opinion, this is much better than just an UI element popping up. I also had to program a special system that allows these 2D images to float and physically react to their environment in a 3D space. What also really adds to the whole feel of this game are the sound effects. I actually made all of them myself, because it's always a good idea to have them ready from the beginning instead of adding them in later stages. To reach this stage of development, I worked exactly 30 days with an average of 12 hours per day, and I'm pretty happy with how far I've already come. I'm gonna make sure that the whole gameplay loop works perfectly as soon as possible. Once that's achieved, I can move into specific areas of the game and add more complexity, plus implement some unique ideas that I've had in mind. Once I'm done with developing a simple and functioning farm sandbox with enough content, I will release the game as early access on Steam. From there on, I will continually add more features and depth to the game, and slowly shift back my focus on Kratoria. I don't want to neglect the development of my main project. RTS games are extremely complicated and difficult to program. The scope of that game has increased a lot during the last year, and that's why I just couldn't get it finished for a spring release. That's why in order to further finance the development of Kratoria, I'm forced to find some other source of income for a while. I'm working full-time on game dev, and basically have no other way to earn money. I hope this game will allow me to buy a couple of months worth of time. So don't worry, I won't be spending too long on this farming game, and soon will focus on my main project again. Finishing the farm game won't take me so long, so at least you can look forward to playing it soon. Alright then, thanks for watching, see you next time, bye.